are we crazy for deciding to homeschool 3 kids?
Yes, we are crazy. Yes, we are crazy. So we're going to give you the 10 reasons why we're homeschooling them. And maybe this will inspire some of you guys, or maybe you're just curious. But here we go. Number 1.
First and foremost, they requested it.
Especially Ava and Alexis, so we'll let them talk.
I want to be homeschooled because, well, I am right now, but like I wanted to be homeschooled. I thought it was fun, and also I liked homeschool when we did it in COVID, so I want to do it again.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, but that wasn't real. That wasn't real school. You guys were so young.
I don't like COVID.
No,
Right. But now they're going into 6th grade, and Alexis, what do you?
We already are in 6th grade. I thought it'd be fun, and I've done it before, and I like that. And Mama, it is real school.
Well, I don't know about fun. It's gonna be.
This is what I wanted to address: is that every decision a child makes. So why did you want to do this? Well, because I thought it would be fun. That's their first thing with everything. I thought it would be fun.
Fun.
Why did you want to be homeschooled?
You gotta hold it just right here.
It would be fun. It would be fun. But I'm not the one that requested it the most. They did.
So you can buy your.
But did you want to request it too? Did you want to be homeschooled too?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us why.
You don't have to rush.
You mean rush in the morning? Rush around? Doing stuff?
No, like rush in class because class is going to be over.
You know what? That's a good point. We're going to get to that later on in the list, but he made a point of how they can learn. They don't have to be rushed. Go ahead.
And also, more fun.
There goes that word again.
I like to have fun.
So it was their request, and we had them weigh the options. I said, listen, if you homeschool, you're not going to have, your friends that you go to the cafeteria with or recess, all these different things. And they said that that's what they wanted.
They said they like us better.
So,
Oh, I never said that.
okay.
I never said that. I said that I love my parents, but I also like my friends.
Well, we want you to have friends, and you're going to have friends. Go ahead.
I think Alexis meant that she liked her friends more than her parents.
No!
Go ahead.
I didn't say anything. I was asking.
All right, here you go. Number 2 on the list, something very important. Alexis may not remember, but last year we were doing Daily Dad, and there was a lesson. I forgot what it was about, but at the end, Alexis kind of got emotional, got upset, and she said that she didn't want to get shot at school. And we're talking about school shooters, how serious this is. I think you guys probably did one of those drills. You did a lockdown drill. But Alexis definitely was emotional. And that was one of the first things in our head that we thought, our kids if they're scared to go to school, how can it be a proper place to really learn? So we weren't thinking about homeschooling them then. But in our mind, we're just like, wow, is public school a good place?
That psychological element of going to school shouldn't be there. Like, there's enough things with school that they should be thinking about that we felt like shouldn't be something that they should have to think about. And if we could do anything about it, then, we should.
So, girls, what do you feel about the lockdown drill?
It wasn't scary, but I didn't like, first of all, it took time out of our day. And second of all,
Well, that's a good point. Instead of learning, they're having to do these things.
yeah, but then if it did happen, you wouldn't know what to do. But they always say hide, but I wouldn't hide. I would jump out the window and land.
You're trying to say what you would do if somebody came into the school. Alexis,
Yes.
you don't know what you would do.
I would jump out of the window and land. That's what you do.
No, I mean,
Instead of flying, you would fly otherwise?
no, I wouldn't fly.
Alexis.
Guys, this is serious.
Okay.
Instead of landing, you would land on your back.
Okay. Wow.
You land on your back.
What a joke, Jersey. How about you, Ava? How did you feel about the lockdown drill?
I was thinking if it actually happened, I think we would be doomed if we hid, because I don't think hiding's the best thing to do. Because if they get in your classroom,
Most people hide, so school shooters probably know that they're already gonna hide.
Yeah, but the main thing here is that we shouldn't be having school shooting drills. That's a place for
Or
kids
this
to learn.
conversation.
And we shouldn't be having this conversation. You guys know when your mom and I were growing up, we didn't have these things. But now there's a thing, school shooters, that happen. So we got to have a drill. But instead of learning or feeling safe, kids got to go through this. And the problem is that it's becoming normal for a lot of kids. They don't understand that this is absurd. So when Alexis said that, it was something in our mind, but it wasn't until they brought it up that we really think about it. Safe in the house, guys. This is our house. Safe. Any criminals? Any school shooters? I got dice here, guys, and I got a flashlight. I can hit you over the head. So, all right, is it
Look how
safe?
you're holding that poor dog.
Dice, go get him. Go get him. Go.
Come here, Dicey.
Okay. Maybe we do need a guard dog, and we got to
No,
take
he'll
these
bark.
library books back.
He'll bark.
But I think the house is pretty safe.
Number 3 is that we get more nutritious meals at home.
Better health, right?
Nutritious.
Yeah.
Why do you say that again?
Better health.
Nutritious.
Well, at least at our school, they didn't serve much like healthy foods. Like,
Or like not even a little
Yeah.
bit. They were like
in the other healthy foods, like, you know, like a salad or something, barely any dressing.
At least that tomatoes.
That's my reaction.
Wait.
Yeah, but sometimes the school lunch was good, but it still wasn't
Yeah.
good for you. And also, they would serve like chips and cheese.
How's that food?
Just the worst pizza you can heat up that has tons of sodium and glyphosate and all these awful things.
But listen, school lunch is school lunch. I know we growing up school lunch, we had pizza day. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying that most of the days there was not a full meal option.
Yep.
Nachos with cheese should never be a meal option.
Right, and the facts are, I've talked to your mom about this, there are more kids these days with fatty liver disease, and you get that from too many carbohydrates, too much sugar. There are kids who are pre-diabetic. There are kids that are very sick. There are kids who are developing mental health issues, and that goes from some of the pressures that go with school, but also just the nutrition. So by bringing in, the homeschooling, we're able to control better health, better nutrition, healthier kids.
Although they were not healthy, they still taste bad. At home, we have more choices and stuff like that.
At home, it's healthy and it tastes good.
Well, it's healthier.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you guys choose peanut butter and jelly.
Well, wait. Sometimes
You gotta
it
stand
tastes.
up.
Sometimes it tastes good.
Sometimes.
Okay, you had to stand up for that. All right.
So at home, obviously, we control the meals that they have. So the meal options, there's no nachos with cheese or whatever it is, other stuff that they have. We have actual food in the fridge, brown rice and fruits.
And by the way, these peaches are from our backyard. Oh, those are apples. Sorry about that. Real quick, I do want to show you that we do have like a peach tree outside, guys.
Justin, you gonna let them flies in here again?
So we have a couple fruit trees in the back that we can bring in here.
Anyway, so I was saying we have, actual food. Obviously, they're not eating vegetables and fruits only all day. They do peanut butter and jelly sometimes, that type of stuff. But it's not literal squeezed ooze cheese and nacho chips and just not actual food. We try and, for the most part, give them actual food choices. They have fruits for snacks. Even the snacks that they have, you can call it a knockoff if you want, but I've gone and found, the snacks that kids like. I'm not one who's like, oh, you can never taste anything that tastes good and things like that. But, kids like Oreos and blah, 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 all this other stuff. And I'm like, what can I do to where they can still have some stuff that tastes good, but it's not Oreos where one of them has 15 grams of sugar for one little Oreo. So again, call them knockoffs if you want. Hey, Rip Vans, Snacks Back, reach out because that's all I buy for snacks now is
they
Rip
did?
Vans.
Oh, you asked them
No,
to
I
reach
said
out.
they should. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, we'll endorse. It's 3 grams of sugar per serving, less than half the sugar you're getting from regular Oreos, nuts and things like that. And then obviously they have the fruits and vegetables in the fridge. We just try to be more conscious. I don't believe in saying you could never have anything ever because, they're still children. They want to have a childhood, but at least we can control how much sugar they're intaking.
And now we're going to go to the next point on the list, but this is a good reminder that we're going to do a video about how we homeschool our kids and what we feed them. This is a very important thing, so stay tuned for that video. Let's get back to the next point.
We're safe at home. If we get hurt or something.
Well, if you get hurt, you get hurt.
No, if I get hurt, if I break a leg.
Well, the thing is, your home is your safe environment. So,
But how would you break a leg?
I don't know.
have you seen these kids doing gymnastics and going down the stairs?
But also safe as in we control this environment. So what we expose you to, bullying, peer pressure of certain things that, yes, we can't protect you 100% from that, but middle school, we think, has certain things that you just don't have to deal with.
If I was in middle school and somebody tried to bully me, I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
By the way, I have them in boxing lessons, and they should be scared because their boxing skills right now are non-existent, but they're getting better. They're learning how to defend themselves.
No, because they think they have the mouth to talk back to the bully.
I'm not scared of bullies.
I've looked up roast lines because if someone tries to roast me and I'm nothing to say,
Bully?
I need something back.
Roast.
Okay, guys, this is one roast. You could say you're uglier than the ugly duckling, whatever.
And the bully's gonna run the other way, I guess. Is the bully gonna run the other way?
Or
then?
don't worry, I called animal control.
Boom, roasted.
And
Oh wow, guys! No bully's gonna
yes,
get our kids.
And if they try to physical, I'm not gonna go back, punch back. I'm going to dodge.
I love the confidence level of you two. I do.
No punching, but dodging and running.
Okay. Okay, let's go to point number 5.
More quality time and memories with our family.
That's right. Okay. You see that? So by homeschooling, all these activities that we do, mom or dad normally wouldn't do them because like maybe you're tired, maybe you're busy. But when you have it as part of your curriculum, you do it and you spend time and you have these memories and they are good things to do with your kids. Number 6, we disagree with some of the changing school policies, politics that are happening in school, some of the changes. Not really going to get into it because we don't need to for this video, but some of the things that are happening at school we disagree with, and simple as that.
Number 7 is that we can learn at our own pace. So for example, if we're doing some work and maybe, we don't understand it or something, or we just haven't finished it, we will still have time to do the work.
Public school, it seems like half the time is spent trying to calm down unruly kids, or it's not really focused on teaching.
Well, Justin, I'm starting to feel like that's what we're doing.
We're starting to feel like we got unruly kids, guys.
So if it's accelerated because we don't need to spend 2 weeks on something that's maybe a little bit simpler, we can do it the one day and move on and spend more time on something else that's more complicated. Or, in Jersey's case, for some things, we can accelerate past something because, first grade for him, I think would have been a challenge this year.
So he reads at a very, very high level, but he's working on his social skills. So there's things that we can work on at his pace. I think that homeschool is like the best private education.
It's the best private school.
Number 8 is interactive and non-traditional experiences. What's traditional? Traditional means what people normally do. The traditions are what people are used to, what people are accustomed to.
So in the first week of science, Justin was teaching the kids about the universe and
How constellations are when they're like maybe closer together, and then some people map them out and see different things like, oh, I see a cow, like the Big Dipper.
Big Dipper.
The Dipper.
But in schools they might do that, but we got to say, hey, let's get some marshmallows and some toothpicks, and we got to make it more fun.
And with Jersey, you did the because you were looking at the life cycle of plants and stuff like that.
A lima bean, and the Dice wants some lima bean. So what is the part of the plant that grows into sprouts and stuff? Embryo. Also as part of number 8, non-traditional, whatever, we're going to find a co-op, meet up with other school kids or other homeschool kids. Because I know you guys are probably saying, but what about the kids like interacting with other kids?
We'll do homeschool meetups to where basically when it's field trip day or things like that, you can go with other homeschool kids. So it's not just us doing a field trip with them.
I'm going to ask the kids, how do you feel about meeting up with other homeschool kids? Because we feel you need that social interaction and to play and to, know other kids, maybe make other friends.
I think it's good because since we're homeschooled, we're not going to be around a bunch of other people. I don't know. I have nothing to say.
Okay. Well, the Jersey man especially, he is super smart and very bright and outgoing with his family, but he's kind of bashful around other people. So we need to continue to push him and his social skills. Jersey, how do you feel about meeting other people?
Sad.
Why are you sad?
Because I'm bashful.
We want him to be bashful, want him to be who he is, but we also want him to be able to play with other people, to make friends when he wants.
I think a negative peer pressure is when your teacher piles you up with too much work. That didn't happen to me. Cause
how's that a peer pressure, Alexis?
Oh, peer pressure is when let's say a bully is trying to let's say
Alexis just was like
let's say a bully is trying to tell you to do something, or he'll do this, or he'll spread a rumor about you.
Well, hold on a second, Alexis. I thought you were gonna jump out the window and land on your feet, and you had like a roast for them.
Well,
like you said, trends that some kids bring to school. Like there was that one where kids were slapping their teachers. OMG.
And I think one of the biggest negative peer pressures is that a lot of kids don't know who they are. There's a lot of identity issues with kids, them not even understanding and knowing who they are. A lot of it, I feel, is because they spend time on social media, so they get wrapped into that world. So I think there's a lot of kids that have these types of experiences, and that's not good. It's very negative. And so by having our kids here and by doing real things, by going outside, by meeting people, by having the lessons that we have, we think it'll be a more enriching experience.
And finally, we feel that our kids deserve this as part of their childhood experience as we said, going back to point number 1, they asked, specifically the girls had asked us for the past 2 school years. And because we are fortunate enough to be able to do so, you know, it's something that we should do. We should give them that.
Yeah, I made a post on social media about the top 10 reasons, and these were the reasons. But some people said, hey, you can do that, and other people can't. And that's true, because we're entrepreneurs. So if you're an entrepreneur, you know, we're always busy, but if it's important to you, you can make the time. Now, a lot of people out there are trying to provide, and they're, you know, working 3 jobs for their family. I know that they can't do it, but for us as an entrepreneur, we're blessed.
If you are thinking of homeschooling your kids, ask your kids these questions like, do you want to be homeschooled? Do you think it's going to be better for you? Because if you don't and you just put them in homeschool, they'll be like, I'm in homeschool. Like that.
Okay, wow.
Profound,
Well,
Alexis.
top 10, those are the top 10 reasons we're going to end on that, guys.
Plus number 11, Alexis.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. How do you feel about this type of content? We're going to be doing more content about homeschooling, bringing you along for the journey. We think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we look forward to sharing this with you guys.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you do more videos. Subscribe and turn on the notification. Thank you for watching.